Hello there, Only One Kenobi here, Only One. Just a little bit of a catch-up video with you. There's been a few things happening today. I cycled down to Geeky Nerd Toys Starbase 55. Nice the fact that it's so close to where I live, but also today was the MCM Comic Con, so I've got some news I can share with you from there. I had a few people I knew who were there, including Mike, Daniel Chart, Tim was there with Sith Lord 229, with In-Demand Toys, but more about that later, so stay with me. But this, firstly, is what I first saw when I went in today, is this AT-AT, and I did say to James, the guy working in there, I said, is that a custom? And he said, no, it's not, it's just a regular 80s AT-AT. Forgive me, while I waffle on here, you'll see some of the shots I took in there, but just bear with me while I just tell you about this AT-AT. Usually old AT-ATs go yellow and they look rubbish, but that one literally looked like somebody had customized it, weathered it, painted it up a little bit, but no, it had just naturally gone that way. It was beautiful, over £100. Also in there are some patches if you are nearby this store here, go down and get an Only One Kenobi patch. And it was quite funny when I went in there. There was a guy in there with his kid, little lad, and he immediately he recognised me, and I was like, wow, I've forgotten your name. I'm really sorry. I did ask your name because I was expecting you to tell me your YouTube handle, but he didn't. He just told me his first name, and I had my photograph taken with him and his child. Man, it was awesome. I thought I was totally unprepared for that. The dizzy heights of being a YouTube superstar, I believe. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's beginning. Fame at last. I'm joking, of course, but that was nice to go down here and look at the Star Wars stuff. I did pick up a few items, and if you stay with me also, I will show you my haul of goods from earlier today. But he gave me a little tour when it went quiet in there, and things like this Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I've seen in Forbidden Planet before, it was just awesome to see it. Great stock in there, just nice to browse. The MCM Comic Con looked pretty good today though. There's a layer that I'm going to share with you in 3 3/4 inch that has been revealed, or whatever. The actual figure was in hand today for the guys down there. I'll show you a couple of the videos and photographs later on, so do stay with me. Just looking at these awesome 6-inch figures, I believe they are. Lon Chaney there from the Phantom of the Opera and Predator 2. So yeah, I don't collect any of this stuff, but I do find it interesting and beautiful looking figures as well. So again, it's just nice to have somewhere like this so close by where I live. Usually I have to go over to Liverpool to Forbidden Planet to enjoy something like this, but Motu there, they had Turtles, Tron, Predator, Alien, Jaws as well. Some nice 6-inch figures of Richard Dreyfuss's character Hooper. Saw them in there as well. And this Texas Chainsaw Massacre piece is pretty impressive. For anyone who was inclined to want to buy that, good luck to you. I've never even seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I can appreciate a nice piece when I see it, man. That's very interesting. So shortly I'm going to be cutting back to my room, where I'll show you what I bought. But first, some footage from the event today, the MCM Comic Con at the XL London, which is where Star Wars Celebration was last year. And this is the thing that's got to be the standout, isn't it? Your first look at this layer, and it looks fantastic. Got a couple of images as well that Daniel sent me, a really good close-up of the face as well. But this I think was shot by Mike, but there she is spinning, and well, I don't know about you, but I'm fairly happy with that. The only thing I really wanted myself was there to be an element of soft goods with the figure, but it doesn't matter as long as she looks good. It's about time. Hell, it's past time to get a definitive figure for Leia. In fact, it's 20 years since they made a Leia figure of that ilk. There was a Yavin / New Hope Leia around about 2015, was it, or 2016? She came packed with a Han Solo, and that's the last time you saw the figure made in 3 3/4 inch. But to have a proper, fully articulated, detailed, definitive, if you will, figure of Leia, and on a vintage card back, we've now got it, which is brilliant. The only other thing to show you is this footage from the show as well. That's Tim from Bosk's Bounty's hands, I believe. I think Mike is filming this. But that's the Mandalorian Judge, so that was in hand today as well at the event, so good to see it. But again, like I said in my last review, I'm getting proper Mandalorian fatigue. These figures have been pumped out, and I'm getting sick of them myself, but still, I do like the colour orange, and I'll be happy to put that on my shelf, but you get the point I'm trying to make. Alright, so this is my haul of stuff today from Geeky Nerd Toys Starbase 55, and you might have guessed it, because I was looking at it, this. So I don't actually remember ever seeing this before, and it caught my eye, and I thought it would be just interesting for a look at it. £15 though, you can't beat that, can you? Look at that, what a price. Really good. I don't remember seeing this vehicle, as I say. I do remember seeing a Harrison Dula one you could get, and that's quite good. That Harrison Dula one's the only time you saw that figure of her in that line, so I wouldn't mind getting that in the future. But this is just one to look forward to open out of interest. And there's a look at it on the back there. Doesn't look as big as like the other, Y-wing, but definitely worth a look. You get the Kanan Jarrus with it. You don't get the chopper with it, but I've got like spare choppers, man. I could easily include that. I've also got the retro collection chopper I could include with it. So this is, hang on, let me just put that in focus properly. That's the chopper that came with that line of figures. 5 POA, the ones from like 2015, 16 or whatever. So that's that. That was quite a nice little snag. The other couple of things I got were a couple more of these figures here. Now I wanted these to put inside my Star Speeder 1000. So this is, I don't know very much about Star Trek, although I do know these two guys. I didn't know he was called Sulu though, but I remember seeing him. So that's Sulu. Again, there's Kirk on the back there, very confusing. So there's him. And then I also saw Scotty on the thing, so you got to get him. Scotty. He's Scottish, isn't he? I think, I don't know. Just on a focus, hang on. So that's pretty nifty. So I'm going to be getting them open and putting them on this vehicle here, inside that vehicle over there. Bear with me. See? Right over there, that is the Star Speeder 1000 from Star Tours, and there's loads of empty seats in there, so I'll put them in there. So that's all. So it's been a nifty day. Nice to go down there. The reveals look awesome, and I hope you had a good time. Mike, Daniel, Tim from Bosk's Bounty, and I believe also meeting the Sith Lord 229, the legend of YouTube that is, but he is a turncoat and a traitor, and he's gone off to the land of 6-inch. This is where it's at, ladies and gentlemen. This scale here is 3 3/4 inch. Come on, man. We rule. But that hammerhead, man. That hammerhead did look nice. And tell you what, man, it wasn't too far with regard to the quality of that one there, but this one is definitely needs an update. We need some articulation so he can sit down and stuff like that. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to do that. So there you are. 3 3/4 inch, ladies and gentlemen, that is where it's at. And then hopefully we'll hear something about the bloody, what do you call it? HasLab. The cantina, if it is a cantina. One assumes it will be. Thank you for watching and listening, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Only One Kenobi, only one.